As a business owner and entrepreneur, partnerships are very valuable to us, right? When we partner up with others, we are actually boosting our reach, okay? Because now, if I partner up with you, right, you're able to tap into my audience. I'm able to tap into your audience. Two heads are better than one. So now we're also able to think of other solutions and think outside the box and come up with different things, right? It's supposed to be a win-win. But it's very hard to have a win-win in a partnership if the communication is not there, okay? If you're in a partnership, if you decide to, partner up with somebody, okay, my biggest suggestion in order to make sure that the partnership does succeed, does last, and is successful, you got to communicate, okay? Whether you're communicating about good things or bad things. I've noticed that when some people, when you're in a partnership, right? Some people don't like the backlash, right? If you have some bad news to tell somebody, or something happened and you're not sure what to do, most people will shy away. They'll clam up. They'll just be quiet. They don't want to talk about it. The other person might know, well, something's up, but they can't figure out what it is because the other partner isn't talking, right? And that just causes confusion. It causes uneasiness, and it starts to make your partner feel like, are you trustworthy? Can I trust you? Right? So communication is key. I just recently had an experience where I am communicating with a supplier, and I am realizing that a deadline is coming up, that I said that I was going to do something, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. And I start to, in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I don't want to seem unreliable. I don't want to seem like, I'm flaky, right? What am I going to do? And for about 2 days, I didn't say anything. I didn't respond to them. And so they responded and said, we're waiting for your response. Hello, are you there? This is all through email. And I was like, you know what? It's better for me to communicate and say something instead of just, keeping quiet, because then again, it just seems like, why are you being sneaky? Why are you hiding? Why are you not communicating and talking with us, right? What's the problem? So I communicated and I told them what was going on. And you know what? To my surprise, because I was nervous, I hit the send button and I was like, ooh, I don't know what they're going to say. They're probably going to think I'm the worst person ever. You know what they said? They said, all right, let us know. Keep us updated and we'll check in with you. Let us know when you're ready for the next order. It's like they were so grateful that I was being transparent and open, right? Telling them exactly what's going on, that they not only said, okay, to the fact that I couldn't deliver what I said I was going to deliver, but they're asking me for my next order already. Just tell me let me know what you're ready to when you're ready for us to send you some more stuff, and we'll go from there. Okay. And that's because I've built up that trust by communicating, by being upfront, by making sure that I tell them, okay, look, it's not really going how I thought, but I still got you. I'm going to follow through on my word. I'm going to do what I say, but it's just not how I thought it was going to be, right? If you're in a situation where you're partnering up with somebody and something goes wrong, you tell them you're going to do something, and for whatever reason, you can't do it, right? Don't go and hide. Don't stop talking to the person or your partners, right? Don't flake out. You've got to stand up in the moment, especially if you call yourself a business owner or a leader, right? Leaders lead, leaders take charge. They take accountability for their actions and for things that are going on, no matter what the consequences is. Leaders are supposed to tell the truth about, why they're in the predicament that they are. They should be able to own up, right? Now, is that the case for all business owners? No. But an impactful brand, okay, a business owner who's got an impactful brand, oh, this is what they do, okay? They are more willing to tell the truth and just tell you what it is, whether they know they might hurt your feelings or not, whether they know they might lose your business or not, but they would rather be upfront and tell you what's going on than hide it from you. You find out later, and then now what? You're giving them bad reviews, you're calling them out, right? We're in the day and age where everything is being recorded, or everything is very easily where everything can be easily debunked, right? People can easily look up and see, is this true? Is this false? So when you have somebody like a partner again, and they might decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to lie. I'm going to say, hey, I want to partner with you and I've got 20 million followers. And you're like, wow, that's so cool. And then you go and you look up and you only realize they've only got 200 followers, right? Why lie? Why why make yourself bigger than what you say you are? Or why commit to something if you can't really commit to it? You're pushing yourself outside of your boundaries, right? Okay, set up your partnerships so that way it is a win-win. You don't feel like you're stretching yourself too thin, where you are giving, right? But also set it up where you're not taking. You want this to be a balance, right? And in order for that to happen, again, you've got to communicate. Tell the partners, whether it's one or many, okay, what your expectations are, and then you should ask them what they expect from you. That way it's just there, it's out in the open. Nobody's trying to second guess or figure out, well, I don't know what you want, and I don't know what you want. That's not a partnership. I don't know what that is. Don't do that. Okay. So overall, what I am saying is, if you decide, which I think you should, because partnerships actually help your business grow quicker, faster, right? It's hard to maintain having a business only by yourself forever, right? Even if that means your partnership is a supplier, right? That still involves another business. You got to partner up some kind of way. So when you do have your partnerships, right, make sure that you communicate. If it's a supplier, tell them what you are expecting from them, as well as, ask them, what are their demands from you, as far as making sure that you get your supplies on time, making sure that, they get paid on time. Or this could be a partnership as far as content, right? You might have a podcast and you decide to partner up with somebody else who's got a podcast, right? You guys got to talk about what's the expectations, right? If it's like, say, again, a podcast, whose platform is it going to be posted on, right? Is the podcast going to be posted on your show or on their show? How are you guys splitting up the funds? How are you guys promoting it, right? These are all things that need to be communicated. And if you guys aren't talking, you don't really have much of a partnership, right? If you're not communicating, if you're not laying these all out. So I just want to give you that reminder, or if you didn't know, I just wanted to make you aware that when you do set up partnerships, when you are partnering up with others, make sure, if they don't do it, because they might not know, right? But now you do, make sure one of you guys starts talking about what are the expectations, and you make it known that communication is key in this relationship, right? And if communication is cut off, then you might have to cut off the partnership, right? So let them know, as long as you keep talking to me, communicate, and let me know what's going on, I'll do the same for you. And we should have a great partnership, right? In theory, you should, right? As long as you communicate, whether it's the ups or the downs, you got to be able to talk it out so you guys can work it out. Right? All right, friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me here at Brand Impact 365. My name is LaMorvielle. Please make sure to give this video, this content, a thumbs up. Also, please make sure to subscribe. Again, my goal here is to eventually go live on YouTube, but I can't do that until I hit at least 50 subscribers. And being a new channel, we're under that 50 subscriber mark. So get those subscribes in, friend. I appreciate you for your support, and I'll be back with another video. Till next time, stay bright, stay beautiful, and keep on smiling. Later, Gator. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then like and subscribe to support Brand Impact 365 with LaMorvielle. And if you are struggling with your brand impact, then watch the next video.